You say that you want to get fit and healthy. You say that you want to burn all unwanted fat. You say that you want to get strong for your kids. But your actions tell me the different story. You are a master in sabotaging your progress. Because it's not what you say that you will do, but what you do, it matters. So this is my 7 proven steps of becoming unhealthy, weak, and miserable forever. Let's go. The first most important thing is to never set any goals. Because you see, when you've got the goals, you might accidentally achieve them. So don't do that. Don't be one of those smart people who write down what they want in next day, next week, next month, in 5 years. Don't do this. It's not for you. You're too good for that. Just, wake up and see what happens every day. That's the best way to do it. The second point, avoid discomfort for all costs. Because if you want to achieve something in your life, you need to put yourself out there. You need to feel this not very comfortable. And this is where the change happens, in this gray zone, where you leave the comfort zone and you pushing forward, not knowing what might be on the next corner. If you don't want to achieve anything in your life, you want to stay unhealthy, don't ever get into the discomfort zone. With the avoiding discomfort comes never exercise, never sign up to the gym, never pay personal trainer to push you a little bit. None of those things. It's simply just stop moving altogether. Your place should be on the couch, sitting or laying down. So when you finish working in front of the computer for 8 hours, staring at the screen, the worst thing you could do now is go for a walk. You basically want to just, if you can, put your bed next to the table where you're working. This would be best, so you can just roll over. But if you have to walk, make sure you walk very, very slowly. Preserve the energy. Don't push yourself. Never push yourself. Now, this is the super important one. You need to drink alcohol all the time. There are people who are drinking only on Fridays, or there are people who limiting their intake by couple of units per week. You are too good for that. You're not an alcoholic. You can drink anytime you want and you function well. So why don't just enjoy yourself? Is it Monday? Why not? Good time to drink because it's start of the week. How about Friday? Yoo-hoo, weekend, let's drink. Saturday morning, little drink. Why not? I've got whole Sunday off. And on Sunday, well, you've been drinking all weekend. Why don't you just have another glass of wine or whatever? It won't harm you. And that's the best way, Keep doing this and you will never get rid of your belly. That's very close to my heart. Never ever do the strength training, because you might accidentally build some muscles and you might start feeling a little bit better, but you really want to feel miserable. So don't do strength training. The only exercise you could really do, go to the gym. If you have to, really have to, go to the gym, but don't touch the weights. Just go straight to the treadmill, especially the treadmill with a screen where you can watch your favorite Netflix show, and just walk. Remember point number 2, avoid the discomfort. So you don't want to run, you want to walk very slowly. And don't walk uphill. No. Just go on the flat. That's easier. That's better for you. You haven't been exercising. You haven't been pushing yourself out of the comfort zone. You've been drinking at the time. Now, super important, don't sleep. Sleep a little bit. The best way to do it is basically drink as much as you can of beer or whatever, that you just collapse. When you sleep too long, and when you sleep, and when you get very good night's sleep, you might feel actually good next day. And then you might feel that you want to do something with your life. Don't do this. Avoid it at all costs. Sleep little, maybe 3 hours per night, that's best. And make sure that your room is very bright. Always check the phone just before going to bed. What else? Coffee. Coffee is amazing, especially just before going to bed. This will make sure that your sleep is very unrestful, if this is what you want. And we haven't talked about the eating yet. That's the important one. Always eat too much. Don't be one of those crazy guys who count calories. No. There is no need for that. So basically, your goal is to eat a lot, and then when you're feeling that you are full, eat more. Never ever skip the dessert. Always ask for seconds. Because you can take it. Can you? Of course you can take it. That's what you want. You really want to feel unhealthy. And this is one of the best ways to feel unhealthy. One more thing. Avoid proteins. Never add proteins to your meal. Make sure the majority of your food is carb-based, and especially those nasty carbs which comes from a processed food, like all the pre-packaged meals. That's what you want to go for. Never go for vegetables, never go for proteins. Lastly, I think this is the most important one. Never ever take responsibility for your life. Don't take responsibility for your body. Don't take responsibility for how you look, how you feel. Try to blame others for it. Well, not try. Always try to blame others. You are fat because the food is bad. They're selling you these things and they force you to eat. You're not feeling great, and it's not your fault. It's the other people. It's the media. Probably media makes you feeling bad. And then your boss at work and the person who just cut off in front of you when you've been going to the gym to do walking on the treadmill. It's not your fault. Remember, never ever, it's never your fault. So there we go, guys. That was my 7 proven steps of becoming unhealthy and weak and miserable. Let's start it. It's gonna be an amazing start of the week.